Welcome back, Focus Learners. Okay, so today's explainer is a highly practical toolkit-style session that I am absolutely thrilled to share with you. If you're preparing for the IELTS exam right now, or honestly, even if you're just looking to dramatically level up your academic writing, you are in exactly the right place. Go ahead and grab a notebook, because we are getting straight to work. It's just incredibly frustrating, isn't it? I mean, you write and write, you practice for hours on end, but your essay scores just seem stuck at a band 5 or maybe a 6. You know for a fact your English is better than that, but somehow test anxiety kicks in, or staring at that blank page just gets in the way. Well, today, we're going to fix that. I'm going to share a highly structured, foolproof blueprint that's designed specifically to unlock your absolute highest possible IELTS writing score.
Okay, let's dive into our exact roadmap for today. 1. Decoding the IELTS framework. 2. The 4-paragraph blueprint. 3. Mastering the Teal method. 4. Upgrading vocabulary and grammar. And finally 5. Avoiding common essay traps.
So, our masterclass today is pulled directly from the highly acclaimed Essential IELTS book by Kika Kavalazzi. And let me tell you, this guide is born from over 40 years of teaching experience. Now, what makes this approach so uniquely effective is that we're strictly zeroing in on just one specific essay type, the advantages and disadvantages essay. Mastering one type at a time like this leads to a much deeper understanding and ultimately far better results on test day.
All right, let's establish the rules of the game with Section 1, Decoding the IELTS Framework.
Think about this. Examiners often spend less than 5 minutes reading your essay. 5 minutes! In that tiny window, they evaluate you based on 4 crucial criteria. First, task response. Basically, did you actually answer the prompt? Second, coherence and cohesion, which looks at how smoothly your ideas flow together. Third is lexical resource, which is all about your vocabulary range. And finally, grammatical range and accuracy. The absolutely crucial point here is that our blueprint today is systematically designed to hit every single one of these 4 targets. We are leaving nothing to chance.
Let's zoom out to the macro view in Section 2, the 4-paragraph blueprint.
I want you to treat your essay like a highly organized construction project. This right here is your mandatory architecture, a strict 4-paragraph sequence. First up, your introduction, where you simply paraphrase the topic and mention both sides. Second, body paragraph 1, which is entirely dedicated to advantages. Third, body paragraph 2, entirely dedicated to disadvantages. And fourth, your conclusion, where you summarize both sides and give an opinion if the prompt happens to ask for one. By sticking strictly to this 4-paragraph model, you completely reduce your cognitive overload and keep your essay perfectly balanced. You literally never have to sit there and guess what comes next.
Moving from the macro to the micro, here is Section 3, Mastering the TEAL method.
Now, if you only take one single thing away from this explainer, let it be this mnemonic anchor, the TEAL method. It stands for topic, explanation, example, and link. This is the golden rule that guarantees your body paragraphs flow perfectly, which is going to earn you massive points in coherence and cohesion.
Let's actually walk step by step through how beautifully this TEL method builds an argument, using remote work as our topic. First, the topic sentence clearly states the advantage. One key benefit of remote work is the flexibility it offers employees. Second, we explain it. This flexibility allows individuals to manage personal and professional responsibilities more effectively. Third, we drop in an example. For instance, remote workers can attend family events without the stress of commuting. And finally, we link it right back. Therefore, flexibility enhances work-life balance. Do you see how one sentence just naturally gives birth to the next? That right there is a Band-Aid paragraph structure. Let's add some serious polish in Section 4, Upgrading Vocabulary and Grammar.
25%. Guys, grammar isn't just about being correct. It accounts for a massive 25% of your total IELTS writing score. You have got to show control over your tenses, use proper gerunds and infinitives, and maintain a formal academic tone. It absolutely demands our full attention.
And this brilliantly illustrates how we can instantly boost that lexical resource score. We just need to upgrade your word choice. So instead of a basic band 5 word like good, we swap it for beneficial. Instead of bad, we say detrimental. Instead of big, we upgrade to significant. These tiny little swaps instantly transform the entire tone of your essay from casual conversation to highly academic. We can actually continue this transformation with the way we express our own thoughts. Phrases like I am sure or maybe sound like you're just chatting with a friend over coffee. Replace those with powerful adverb-driven academic language. Say, undoubtedly, education plays a vital role.
Or, conceivably, more research is needed. You immediately sound so much more authoritative and polished.
So if vocabulary is the paint, transitional phrases are the absolute glue of your essay's construction. They literally guide your reader by the hand. If you want to show a connection, use furthermore. For contrast, use whereas. For cause and effect, try consequently. Mastering these transitions is simply the most direct way to earn those high scores in the coherence and cohesion criteria.
All right, rapid fire corrections time. Section 5, avoiding common essay traps.
Time for the final inspection of our construction project. Trap number 1 is a biggie, writing only one side of the argument. I have to be a little firm here. If you only write about the advantages or you only write about the disadvantages, you haven't actually completed the task. It will immediately tank your task achievement score. You absolutely must plan at least one advantage and one disadvantage, even if the prompt specifically asks for your opinion.
Trap number 2 is using informal language. Look, casual phrasing is the ultimate enemy of the lexical resource score. Avoid colloquial words like kids, say children. Don't say stuff. Be precise about what you actually mean. And absolutely never use contractions like can't or won't in an academic essay. Always opt for the formal cannot or will not.
Trap number 3 is making sweeping generalizations. Saying everyone enjoys remote work is just factually weak because, well, not everyone enjoys it. Instead, we fix this by hedging. We say many people tend to enjoy remote work. Instead of always or never, use occasionally or in certain cases. Turning these dramatic, sweeping statements into nuanced, well-hedged academic arguments is exactly what separates a Band 6 from a Band 8.
Finally, let's just look at a quick pre-flight checklist for exam day. Please don't let your beautifully constructed essay lose points to simple typos or timing issues. Take 3 to 5 minutes to actually plan out those TEL paragraphs before you even start writing. Stick strictly to 250 to 280 words. Remember, more is not better, clarity is better. And always leave 3 minutes at the very end to review and fix any simple grammar or spelling slips.
Well, you now have the complete blueprint. You know the framework, you've got the 4-paragraph structure, you've totally mastered the TEAL method, and you have the vocabulary upgrades you need to make your writing absolutely shine. So, with this toolkit in hand, I want to leave you with this question. Once you conquer the IELTS, how will you use this newfound power of persuasive,